Alexander, um, how do you feel about you writing your resume, and how do you feel that your resume, is it good enough, or do you want to modify it? Can you apply with same resume everywhere?
Mm, well, I think my resume, well, I always modify it depending on what job I'm trying to find. So if I
Hmm.
want it in a hospitality, then I have one. And if I want it like more of a sales or retail job, then I will modify it to point out other qualifications.
Yes, yes, that's the approach. So right now I'm going to start how we build our presence on the resume, because what happens is we we are not directly throwing ourselves to the recruiter. It's just the 2 page or 3 page resume which is our snapshot of our career. If the resume is strong, if it has all the key pointers which is required by the employer, then only we will get shortlisted. Otherwise, our resume just lies in the pool or just goes into in the bin. So I will now show you what are the strategies for building this resume. I'm going to share now. Okay. So the most important thing is you make a resume, and it should grab the attention of the recruiter, because hiring managers do not get exposed to resumes when a job is advertised. Mostly it is recruitment agencies or HRs of companies who see that okay, this profile is all right. So they scan quickly and then shortlist it for the hiring manager to review that okay, are these resumes good, and then can we proceed ahead for arranging the interviews. And now what happens is, right now, the number of migrants who are coming, the number of students, and there are so many people in the country right now who are there for competition. So everyone has to project himself or herself so well enough that you get the attention of the recruiter immediately. And now we start. So, why standing out matters? What happens is when a resume is uploaded or sent for an application. So, for example, if I'm a recruiter, I will just scan through quickly, because right now what is happening is for one job, about as soon as the advertisement is advertised on a Seek or LinkedIn or anywhere, within an hour, you can see like 20 applications have already come. And in a day, it reaches to 100. So what happens is after a day, they just stop taking the resumes from people or candidates. And sometimes, most of the times, what happens is some companies advertise roles just for the sake of advertising. They already have an internal candidate or someone who is referred by their internal employees. So they advertise the role just for the sake of advertising, and they do not go through all those resumes. They just download and save that for resume in the folder, and rest is like getting that referred person or an internal person for the job. So now when it comes to the actual requirement, when they are not able to find anyone, if through the internal references or through the within the company, then they advertise the role, and then either on LinkedIn or Seek or Indeed, and then they start to receive applications. And nowadays what is happening, it is about 6 seconds that a recruiter will quickly scan your resume and see okay, for my job, is this person or is this resume good? All right, 6 seconds over, done, next resume. And for example, if it clicks to the mind of the recruiter, then what will happen is they will quickly would like to see the person. okay, how this person is, I would like to see. So in your resume, they will see, is this person available on LinkedIn? They will quickly check you. Either you mention it on the resume, or they would just go to Google and search with your name to find your social media profile. So for professional careers, people make their LinkedIn profile. And first impression matters, because if your resume is polished, if you have a LinkedIn which is quick, which is optimized to the job role, then people would like to talk to you. And then finally, your CV will be referred to the hiring manager. So your resume is your face. If the resume is written well and it has all the keywords for the recruiter, then definitely you are going to get a call from the recruiter before even talking to an hiring manager. So recruiter would call you, and then we'll find out how do you do, what are your skills, are you suitable? Because sometimes even if they talk to the recruiter, they find that, okay, is that person confident enough? Okay, no, yes. Yes, then they go and share that resume with the hiring manager. So it is very important for a person to get the confidence to talk to a recruiter in such a manner that, yes, I am the one who you are looking for. So you have to get that impression within you as a confident person, that yes, you are the one who is being searched for the job. um all right. Now, does one size fit for all? What would you say?
No.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, Alex. So definitely, Alex, as you mentioned earlier, one size doesn't fit for each application. So for every job, the resume needs to be customized. You have to scan through the job, what is actually required. Some examples are, for example, if company A has advertised for a certain role, they might use certain things which your resume says, okay, you are doing. But company B will be advertising the same things, but they will be expressing the roles and responsibilities in a different sentence or in a different language. Kind of the meaning would be same. Like you would say, okay, ultimately this job advertised by company A, the other job company advertised by company B is all good, and I can apply with the same resume. But the answer is no. You cannot apply with same resume everywhere, and you should be very clear with the formatting and the keyword. If the grammar is incorrect, if the formatting is not good, if the keywords are not aligned, then definitely your CV will be going into the bin, into the trash bin. So it is your face. Your resume is very important, and the formatting, the keywords has to be very polished and much more aligned to the job. Now, coming to KPIs or measurables. So, your roles and responsibilities. For example, if I have worked in 3 companies, then my each role must be measurable. It should reflect what value I have added to a company. It shouldn't be a general language. Okay, I delivered this much. I have done this. Okay, I have handled a project. I have I have assisted for the stakeholders. I have managed so many meetings. So I have organized so many events. By saying that, you are not highlighting that what value you have added. Okay, you have done some meetings, you have done some events, but what value you have added? So those roles and responsibilities have to be measurable. Either you express it in numbers or you express in percentages, and the impact you brought for delivering that role, it is very important. And a resume, if when it comes to the number of pages in a resume, it should be kept to maximum 2 or 3 pages. So once you become more experienced, it should not go to 4 or 5 pages. The reason is recruiters don't have time to go through all pages. And the key thing is your first page and last page sells you. So if your first page says, yes, these are your roles and responsibilities, and those are matching, then yes, it's a green flag. Otherwise, no, nobody would be going into each and every company and reading line by line, because no one has that time. And if you just place yourself in a situation where you are in HR and you are looking for 10 applications which have been received, would you be just doing like reading with line by line, or you will be skimming resumes? In most of the cases, I would say you will be skimming resumes to check, okay, if this person is fit, or if the roles are aligning or not. Based on those, you will be shortlisting. And in Australian culture, what happens is they don't call people in huge numbers. They will be maximum 3 or 4 people. It's it's a different culture. They don't want to waste time, and nobody has got that much time, because here work life matters a lot. They would not be spending their time for extended hours sitting at interviews and looking at different applications, because apart from interviewing they have other tasks to do, and they will not compromise on their work life balance at all. So it is very important that the resume must convey the information as per the job and as per the requirement. All right, so this is how you position yourself with the resume. Coming to the next slide. Now we come to LinkedIn, because recruiters always check your LinkedIn profile, and nowadays if you don't make your LinkedIn profile presentable, then no one is going to be interested in exploring your capabilities further. So, first is optimizing the headline. So, the headline must convey that your roles, what are your skills, and what values you are adding. If you are let's say, a project manager, for example, my case, then what areas I'm working. Am I working in infrastructure? Am I working in renewable space? And what value I bring to the table for business. And then other thing is getting recommendation. For example, if you have worked in your past companies, then it is important that you must get recommendations from your colleagues or managers or customers who can give you some recommendation. Okay, or for example, Alexa has delivered brilliantly in my company. She helped so many, so and so. So when HR says your LinkedIn, then they always go to recommendations. How many you recommendations you have, and how people are appreciating you. So it is very important to get recommendations for your LinkedIn profile. Then a professional photo and cover image is very important. So if you have the personal professional photo, when we talk about, it is your headshot, complete headshot, and till shoulders. It shouldn't be a fancy photo where you are posting it on an Instagram or a social media like Facebook. LinkedIn is a professional platform where you connect with recruiters and you talk to different people for business. It is not something like a social media profile which is for making friends, or making or a dating site. So be professional, take a very clear and a bright photo of you which shows your personality. And I would say another thing is, for example, if I'm a project manager, then I should be dressed like a project manager. If I'm a technician, if I'm a plumber, or if I'm a tradie, then if I'm wearing that uniform, then it is, I would say, the best thing for you to represent. Because when I will look, okay, this person is really nice. Okay, that person is a tradie. He's a technical person. You might have seen some supervisors or some technical people. They always dress up with their like orange or bluish kind of flashy uniform, and then they say, okay, I'm a technical person. So the like commissioning managers. So that is very important, that what how you present yourself. So by optimizing your headline, getting recommendation, and then professional photo and cover image. Now the cover image is something which goes behind the photo. We will have a look on my LinkedIn profile or some other people how they have optimized their LinkedIn profile soon. Now the fourth part is engaging with industry groups. There are many groups on LinkedIn in which they talk about um, like similar people will be joining, for example procurement professionals. So there will be people who will be from the same profession from different companies, and they will be posting ideas. Or for example, if I have some questions, if I'm searching for a supplier, I would like to post in the procurement group to get some good quality supplier, because there are experienced people in that group who will share their expertise, and they might give you some good connections, and then you can have a great relationship with a new supplier or a new vendor or a new contractor. Now let us look at I would like to show you my LinkedIn and other people's LinkedIn. I'll stop sharing this and we will go to the LinkedIn. All right, now I'll start to share. Okay, so this is my LinkedIn. My experience is a project manager experience, and I have a PMP qualifications as well. So when you open a LinkedIn, you get this. And if I click on my name, then my profile will come. So if you see here, I have a professional photo and I have a cover page as well. So this is called cover page, where I'm saying plan, collaborate, deliver. So a project manager's job is to plan how the project will be done in different stages, from initiation to execution stage. Then I have to collaborate. I will be collaborating with different stakeholders, and I will be delivering the value for the project to achieve the end result with customers and for the company. So something like that you can always update on your cover letter. Now, I will show you. This is about project manager. Then I'm into capital planning and project management development. And then I have updated my location as well. I'm at Greater Melbourne area. And if I click on my contact, then I have my LinkedIn, and I have updated my professional email, which I use for jobs. Then if you see here, only I can see that because it's my profile. If you see here, I'm open to work because currently I'm searching. And this is a recruiter only view. It is not for public to see. If you see here, this is a recruiter only view. Only people who are recruiters and who are hiring can see that I'm looking for work and I'm looking for on-site, hybrid, other areas. If I click on this one, what will happen is I will have a batch open to work, and it includes recruiters and people from my current company, and everyone who is on LinkedIn will see me as open to work. So here, personally, I don't suggest that we use this kind of badge on our profile, because this shows desperateness that we are eagerly searching. So for that, I advise that we keep it to recruiters only. And I have here full time. I'm searching for a full time job, and I will click save. Now, another advantage of doing this is, for example, if I go to that again, and I'll just delete that. So what will happen is I'm no longer sharing with others that I'm open to work, and my job preferences are no longer being updated here. So nobody would know that what kind of job I'm doing. If we are searching for jobs, so right now, today is Sunday and tomorrow is public holiday in Melbourne. But if you are actually searching for jobs, what you should do is every Sunday night, you have to turn this off. You delete it, and every Monday morning, because you are desperately searching for jobs, you know that, so you have to turn it on. So you can save actually your preferences, what type of job you are applying, and then save it, and on Monday morning you have to turn it on. So that is very important. And as soon as you just hit that save button, all the recruiters will get a notification that yes, Suman Rani, a project manager, is available. She's looking for a job. And you will see that as soon as you do that, you will start noticing that you will get notifications on your LinkedIn, your profile views will increase, and people will start to approach you for jobs. So this is a trick which you have to do if you are searching for a job, and I do that. So I haven't turned it off, but yes, I will turn it off tomorrow. We will understand about it maybe in a later workshop. And I have written about myself, like, because about section is very important. So I am a program delivery manager, leader, or you can say project manager. And I have worked in different industries here, because right now I'm very much focused for energy sector. So I have highlighted about renewable energies and hot water programs. And here I have also updated that I can be contacted for job opportunities at this email, and for consulting, because I am a consultant as well. So I have written down, for consulting you can send emails at this email address. Now if you see that I recently attended a featured post of me, where I have attended a program and I posted that. So it is very important to show up. If you don't show on LinkedIn, then nobody is going to notice you. So even if you are seeing a post, then you can like it, but instead of just liking the post, you have to give your comments or your value addition to that post, so that people will say, okay, this person is liking, this person has some insights, and this person can is very intellectual. So you must convey when you like a post or you share a post. So I had that. And as soon as you post something, as soon as you comment something, then your profile views gets they get you get more attention. And if you can see that I have about 1884 followers, and I like to post every week, because right now I'm searching, and this is the strategy that I'm doing. And I have written down about my freelance consultant right now, and then about my career break as well, because I don't want to give any reason that to anybody that why you were on a career break. I have written it down that I was on my personal mission, or I had a personal goal that I was pursuing. And then I have written about my different companies. What I have not written is about my roles and responsibilities for previous companies, because it's very it becomes different. Because if you convey everything in your LinkedIn, then what's the point of having a resume? So through LinkedIn, we highlight certain things which we want to highlight. And in resume, you have those keywords and roles and responsibilities to get you a job. You don't write thesis on a resume. In the interview, you have the opportunity to present your roles and responsibility, that what you can bring to the table for that company, and what values you have, what contribution you can make. Because everybody is looking for a solution. No one wants to have a question. No one wants to have a situation which is going to create more chaos, or make the situation more worse. Because whenever a job is required in a company, there is something, either the company is facing a problem, or they are short of staff. So something is there, and that is why the job is advertised in the market. So that's how LinkedIn is. Now we'll go back to the presentation. All right. So this is about LinkedIn strategies. We just spoke about it. Okay. Now there are different jobs you might have seen which are advertised. You have to answer those questions. So if for example, if you are applying on a Seek or Indeed, then you have to answer certain questions. It is important that you answer those questions correctly, because those are the key selection criteria for a job for you to get shortlisted. If you don't complete a job application without those questions, sometimes you are not able to submit, and sometimes even if you submit, it is your profile would not be shortlisted at all. So don't be a lazy person to skip any questions which are asked in an interview. Because if I'm searching for a job, then my effort should be 100%. It shouldn't be like 70%, 80%. It should be 100%. So what everything should be answered well. For example, am I right? Why are you right fit for the role? If you have to answer, don't just copy paste from an AI chat GPT. You can take the help of a chat GPT or AI, but you have to personalize it to answer as per your resume, as per your personality. And have you demonstrated any key skills? How have you demonstrated your key skills? For example, it's about leadership, it's about team management, or it's about time management. Then you have to give an example about a situation and answer it in a STAR methodology. So, STAR is situation, task, action, and result. What was the situation? What was the task? And um, what action you took? And the final is the result. So, you have to answer this every question in a STAR methodology. Now, what unique value you do you bring? So you have to convey to the recruiter that, okay, in your past, for example, if you have worked in a retail industry, then you would have certain skills like marketing, branding, merchandising. So you have to write it explicitly in your resume that what values you have learned and what are you able to deliver. And then, how do you measure success with KPIs? So, KPIs are key performance indices. And your success is, for example, if a company says, if you are a salesperson, then in a quarterly sales you have to attain certain targets. Then you have to mention that, not only, for example, if you have done some outstanding work in a quarter, then you say you outperformed, you have achieved, not only achieved the target, but you overperformed, and you went out of the box, and you did also XYZ things apart from achieving the KPIs. So please explicitly mention it, because that's your selling area. Those are your USPs, unique selling points for your resume. So always, or for your application. So always write each and every application very peacefully. Don't get into a hurry that you have to apply 50 jobs in a day, because quantity doesn't matter. What matters is quality, as we all know. Quality always supersedes quantity. If you apply for 100 jobs, you may not be, because you might have heard people that, oh, I have been applying 500 jobs in a month, but I'm not getting a call. So the reason is because they are not strategizing the applications when they are submitting it for a job. So that's how you have to plan. Please, if you are searching for a job, then pay attention, give 100% of your effort for submitting a resume. And attitude matters a lot. If you apply with correct attitude, and if you write it what is required, then definitely you will get, I would say, interview calls, or maybe your resume would be shortlisted. So apply with an intention that, yes, you are the person who wants to get the job done. Okay. There are certain applications in which they say that, okay, do you have any examples of meeting or exceeding the KPIs? So here we can look at this example that in my previous role as a sales manager, I increased quarterly sales by 15% over 6 months by implementing a new client follow-up system and training the team on consultative selling techniques. So you can see here, he increased the quarterly sales by 15% in a 6 month period time. And how he did it? So it's the situation that what has been achieved, the result, and how is answered by implementing a new client follow-up system. So he achieved that target by implementing a new follow-up system. And the extra effort here is training the team on consultative selling techniques. He not only outperformed, he also trained the team for the selling techniques. So this is how you have to answer. Now, if we see this, this is a strong example of an answer, because it specifies the role, what you did, an exact improvement percentage. It is in numbers. It is not some vague figure. Okay, I achieved the sales target, but it says by 15%. So increase the quarterly sales by 15%. It's important. The time frame, it's mentioned. It's not saying 15%. Okay, because if I'm talking about percentage of sales, then I have to mention in 1 month or a quarter or a year, because it can be on, if you have worked in a company for 5 years, then we might ask the question, okay, maybe for the entire tenure in which you have worked, you just increase it by 15%. So to diminish all those areas, you have to answer it very explicitly. You are mentioning the percentage, you are mentioning the time frame, and your actions, like you have onboarded a new customer or a client, and extra outperformance is about the training of the team that you did. So that's how you have to focus and present yourself. Now, question number 2. So, how do you track and improve your performance? Sometimes it is in the either in the application process, or sometimes it is in the interview. That if I'm a project manager, then how do I track my performance, and how do I track my performance for a project, and how I improve my performance? So it reflects your personality, and about it is a self reflection of your performance actually. Like for example, if I'm implementing a project, if I'm delivering a project, am I able to track my progress? And do I know what questions should I ask, and what methodology or what strategy I have in mind to deliver a project? And you need to prepare this answer very well. So the best method is you have to take a pen and paper and write it, because the more you write, the more clarity you will have in your mind. And once you write it, then it gets imprinted somewhere in your mind. And when you go through those questions again and again, then it becomes so concrete in mind that you don't have to like memorize anything. You won't be saying just a like an AI. You won't sound like an AI person. It will be very personal. It will be coming from the heart. And when you speak something from your heart, it is very impressive. And the trust actually builds up between the interviewer and between the candidate. So it is very important. Then another thing is, for example, if I have certain values, or if I have certain skills, then what do I do to improve on from certain on that skill? For example, if I know about computers, if I know about C++ language, then what additional steps am I taking to go further? Because learning is a continuous process. So everybody looks for an improvement, because if I'm here today, then I have to do more effort to go to another level. I cannot stay on the same skills and same performance every year, or every quarter. I have to upskill myself. I have to learn things to get me moving for further levels, or get me promotions. So that's the strategy. I want to ask you a question. Is everything making sense to everyone, or am I too fast? Am I too slow? Just let me know.
Yes, everything's making sense.
All right. Thank you. Now, the next important part is cover letter. Cover letters are important. In Seek, if you see, there is a radio button which says do not attach our cover letter, or write cover letter, upload cover letter. So I would say never ever skip that, to or feel lazy to to do not attach your cover letter. Cover letter must be always attached to an application, because in addition to your resume, cover letter is the opportunity for you to personalize and write something extra, that why you are applying for a job. What made you apply for the job? Okay, if I found some job in a university, what grabbed my attention to apply for that job? There must be something that which I have seen. All right, the salary is good, but I wouldn't write that salary is good. I have to write about the skills and other details which are required in that job. So I have to be very smart when I say about my attraction for the job, so that the recruiter says, okay, this person is genuine. And also, another thing is, if you are applying for a permanent job, then people look for stability. So you have to present yourself. Although, for example, if you have worked in few companies, you have jumped your careers in between, then still you have to highlight that, okay, although I have worked in different industries, but my interest is in this industry, in retail, or in, say, in the education sector. And you can highlight about some things which you have done. And your cover letter must have a professional tone. Do good formatting. Make it grammar, the correct grammar should be used, fonts, and I would say language should be very professional. And other thing is, normally if you see a job, then there are certain contact details mentioned in the job, that okay, HR's, this is the talent sourcing manager, or he's the talent administrator or talent manager, and they write their email address. So from that you can know that, okay, this person is, maybe say, let's say Alex is the HR. So if you find that name, always mention to that dear or hi Alex, I found this job on this reference, and I'm particularly interested in job because I it grabbed my attention toward these skills, and I have those skills. I would like to give my achievements and all. So you can mention. It has to be authentic, and it shouldn't be like a detailed 2 3 pages. It has to be in a one page document. So that's how we say that, address your cover letter to a specific person when possible, and always proofread carefully before submitting your application. So proofreading means you highlight correct things, you have to be grammatically correct, and formatting must be right. So the text should be aligned properly, because the presentation is very important when you apply for a job role. That actually leverages you when you submit your applications, because there are so many people who do not bother about those things. When Just think about this example. For example, if you receive a birthday present, and if it is in a nice envelope, sorry, if the present, yes, you have a birthday card in a nice envelope, which is like, if you like pink color, or it is a pink envelope, and the birthday card is there, and then there is a small present which is wrapped with a very fancy paper, and it has a ribbon as well, and then it has been put in a plastic bag or a paper bag, which says happy birthday or something. Then how would you feel? I think you will feel very happy that someone has done some effort to wrap the present, to go to the market to get a card for you, and then place it nicely in a in a paper bag. Although you are going to throw away that wrapping paper or the ribbon or that bag, but when you open it, you will be carefully opening it, and you will see, wow, what a quality this person has. So much time has been devoted and thought has been given to select my gift. Doesn't matter if the gift is small or big. And imagine if you receive a gift from someone, and maybe he just grabbed a perfume. He just put it in a plastic bag, or just gave it to you, because ultimately he thought that, okay, doesn't matter, to later on you have to unwrap the gift and you will be using the gift. But there is no excitement. There is nothing like, okay, you will already see that that person has brought a perfume for you, and then maybe you will get skeptical about it, because you will see, okay, what brand is it? So all those factors will come. So it is how you present your package, it is how you present your cover letter, it is how you cover you um send your message through your cover letter and resume. So just think that it's your birthday, it's someone's birthday, or it's someone's anniversary, and you are delivering a nice gift to them. So just think of, for each job, whenever you are applying, be serious, and have that happiness within you to write it nicely in a professional tone, and then submit to your resume. Because even as I said earlier, attitude matters a lot. And attitude is not only writing, it is about the presentation, it is about preparing the answers. Everything is important. Now we will go to the next slide. I think we already did this. Yes. Okay. So I have given you some essential tools like how can you stand out in not in only Australia, but any other job market in anywhere in the country, anywhere in different countries across the globe. So when you implement those strategies, you are increasing your chances for getting shortlisted in interviews and getting emails or getting phone calls from different companies and different recruiters. So it says, remember, every application is an opportunity to showcase your unique value and professional brand. Your professional brand is what? You, but nobody is going to see you. So, your professional brand is your LinkedIn profile, your cover letter, and your resume. That is your brand when you are applying for a job. So, you have to make sure that you are branding yourself perfectly, not 99%, not 80%, but 100%. So you have to give 100% for presenting your brand. So take that action. If you don't take an action to rebrand yourself as per the market, then you will be behind the race, because now people are very smart. Everybody wants to take help of AI and get like a backdoor entry. They try to go through references. They find someone on LinkedIn, common connection, then they just approach that person, and you have to apply quickly. And don't do this thing. For example, if you see a job which is advertised 4 minutes ago, then don't rush to apply immediately, because sometimes when you apply within 4 minutes, then people say, okay, this person has not even paid attention, and 4 minutes is not enough time to go through that resume and to go through the job description clearly. So never apply a job which is in advertised in 1 hour or 2 hour. Take your time, go through the resume, go through the job, and um, research about the company. That is very important. And always refresh your LinkedIn, because if you take it think of it just like a I would say a job portal. So LinkedIn profile, do some changes like every week. Either you remove some commas or some dots, or you can maybe update your about section. Do some changes if you are actively looking for a job. So let's go through all these pointers. Your resume must be tailored. It must be bespoke as per the measurable results. And measurable results are when we talk about numbers, when we talk about the result in percentages and what value you have brought for that role. It is very important. And second is optimizing LinkedIn profile actively. So you have to have a social media presence. Nowadays everybody is in social media. If you have an Instagram, then don't be shy to make it up, to make your LinkedIn profile as well. And when you are answering all the KPI questions or different questions in a seek or in a company's portal, then prepare your answers with your full heart. And then you have to present your brand. When we say present yourself confidently, when you have put your 100% effort for presenting your brand, then there is no other way that you are not going to get shortlisted. Yes, you will be. So you have, when you give your 100%, then yes, you will be definitely called. All right, now we have come to the last slide. So I would thank you for giving your time to me and listening to my workshop. I would like to know if you have any questions. I'm here to answer you. So now I will stop sharing, and I'm open for any questions that you would have.
No, I don't have any questions. Everything was clear. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. And this session was actually being recorded. Now I will stop the recording.